Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all latest news that happened during the week of mobile and tech and answer your questions live. If you have a question you want to ask, just ask in the comments section down below, and I will answer it before the end of the show. All right, guys. Well, we are gonna have a show after all today. Honestly, I didn't think it was just because I just got back from Vegas, literally this morning, and yeah, it's been a day. Very long 2 days. Renting a car, driving to Vegas, going all day to a concert, and then coming back. It's been a day. But I thought I'd start off by, after having this experience, to do an Ask Me Anything on the Pixel 8 or 8 Pro. If you do want to see anything, if you have any questions about it, let me know and I will try to answer it for you on this episode. And then we have very light news today as well, just because that's another reason why I wasn't going to have today's episode, because there's just like no real news. All the news is, for the most part, about the OnePlus Open. So to that I say, if you guys have extra questions or if you need help buying anything today, today is the best day to probably do it. If you want a new laptop, new smartphone, new earbuds, new speaker, whatever you're looking for, I'll be more than happy to be your shopping assistant today and get that in. But yeah, as for now, let's get to some of the news. Which the first one I thought was a very interesting one, and that is just a commentary on what OnePlus gives you in the box for the OnePlus Open. Now, there's a lot of talk about OnePlus over the past week because the OnePlus Open was announced, and overall, for me, I would say this is a really like a phone to look at. I am going to buy it. I traded in my Pixel Fold, and then I'm also just going to sell my Galaxy Fold 4 as well. So selling both of those two to get the trade in for the OnePlus. And what stood out to me was what is included in the box, because in an era when we're pretty much only getting a USB-C in a box from other smartphone manufacturers, OnePlus does, at least for $2,000 or $1,700, because it is $100 less than the other $1,800 smartphones that fold. They do give you at least a case that comes in the box, as well as a charging cable. And I think that just stands out because, like, if you're going to charge me this much, then how about you kind of, discount, or not even discount, but if you're going to charge me this much, how about you give me something extra for me paying this much money? Because foldables should have gone down. I am kind of tired of that excuse that, oh, foldables are just that price because that. No, the margins are there. Foldable should be 1,500 by now, maybe 1,600 at most. But foldables are really margin heavy at the moment for everything they've done. The R&D has been paid off at this point, and it really is just because of the lack of competition, which is changing this year. We are getting a OnePlus Fold, we got the Pixel Fold, so finally, hopefully, if anyone is going to do the lower price tier, it probably will be Samsung, and maybe they'll have that come out next year. It's very easy to just create a a Galaxy Fold FE or a Galaxy Fold and then a Galaxy Fold Ultra. That is something that could easily be done. Hopefully they'll do that, but I don't know. I'm hoping this competition and just seeing, what's funny about it, this actually, the original Samsung Galaxy Fold came with all the same stuff. The first one came with a charger and a case inside the box, and they don't do that anymore. And it was just kind of like, hey, you're spending this kind of money. Let's give you these things that cost us less than $50 to put in the box. And I don't know. I really do think that that is something that hopefully will change now that we're getting more competition. Let me know. Are you guys interested in the OnePlus Open? Because I honestly do think it might be the best foldable of the year. And I've had a few influencer friends that have had it, and so very positive from what I've heard from them. So I'm very curious to try it out myself. And I wasn't going to, but because of all the positive stuff that I heard, I was just like, oh, maybe I should try this one out. All right. OnePlus is also planning on showing off a 3000 nit smartphone, and it looks like it will be their new smartphone, so most likely the OnePlus 12. Um, but it's very interesting because 3000, just to give you a perspective, the Galaxy S3 Ultra is 1750. The iPhone 14 Pro Max is 2000, and the new Pixel 8 Pro is 2400. Definitely noticeable actually when I'm out in the bright Nevada, Las Vegas sun. It was very easy to see, so I definitely love that. And the Oppo Find X Pro is 2500. So, OnePlus just released the OnePlus Fold, right? It's not out yet. It comes out at the end of the month, and that one is supposed to be 2800. And now there is talks of that, oh, when they unveil their next phone, it's going to be looking like it could be up to 3000. Now, the reason why this is interesting is because there's debates on what this phone will be. The OnePlus 12 has been leaked to, 2600, but this phone's going to be 3000. So it's very curious to see. I'm curious to see what can this phone be. Will they finally bring a Pro back, like a OnePlus 12 and a OnePlus 12 Pro? I think that would be good for OnePlus. I don't know why they ever got rid of that tiered system, because it suited them to have a cheaper one and then a Pro one, which people will pay more money for them. I might still be the only one, but man, do I miss OnePlus having the pop up camera? I thought that was still probably the best move ever by a smartphone company to have a full display phone and a pop up camera. Now, the reason was for the waterproofing, I believe, but man, I mean, come on. With this many years, they haven't been able to figure that out by now. I don't know. Just miss it. I think that was on the OnePlus 7 Pro, if I'm not mistaken. All right. And the one thing I'm not looking forward to the OnePlus Fold is, or OnePlus Open, is definitely this thing that, yeah, I agree with the writer of this article, that, he points out what a lot of reviews said about the OnePlus Open, and that is it is BS that it does not have wireless charging, because OnePlus's answer is always like, "Oh, well, we just charge it so much faster than everyone, so you don't need to worry about that." We want wireless charging. It's convenient, it's easy, and it's something that shouldn't be missing in a phone that it costs over $1,500. If a phone costs over $1,500, it better have wireless charging. It better have Qi 2's wireless charging starting next year. Like, it's something that should be standard. It's very easy. And I don't care about your thinness. I know that's one of the reasons why they say, oh, so, we wanted to keep it thin, wanted to keep it thin. I don't care. Make it thicker. This is a stupid thing that Samsung is doing next year. Samsung's Fold 6 is supposed to be thinner than the Fold 5. Why? Give us a bigger battery. I don't need the phone to be thinner. I really don't. Stop listening to these influencers that say, well, I really wanted to be thinner. I wanted to be as thin as an iPhone Pro Max. Like, no real person that buys these phones, buys, not is shipped these phones, buys these phones, cares about that. They want a longer battery life. We don't care if it's a little bit thicker if you give us a battery life. Get rid of the camera bump. It's that easy. Get rid of the camera bump, add a thicker battery, and add wireless charging. That's what all you need to do. And guess what? The camera bump is then gone. So I'm so tired of the excuse of no wireless charging from OnePlus. It's a mistake that that company has been making for so long that, it's, if there is anything that is their kryptonite, is that. And by the way, it's only fast charging if you use their charger. If you use any other charger, it charges at okay speeds, but I don't have 10 OnePlus chargers in my home. I have fast wireless chargers in my home, and I have fast wire chargers in my home. I have typically one OnePlus charger in my home, and that might be, like on my desk, but I don't have one at work. I don't have one everywhere else I go, so that's the problem with how using the excuse of, well, our charger's very fast. Yeah, but I have more than just your charger. All right, and the last bit of news. This has been going back and forth, so I just thought, I always thought it was going to happen regardless. But Apple's October Mac launch is still happening. I thought it was going to happen. I know there was like, oh, well, it's not ready yet. The M3 might not come out or whatever. It looks like it's going to be happening, and I didn't think it wouldn't. Like Apple is so routine about this at this point, and it's not going to be a big launch. It's not going to be anything big or important, but it will be a launch that Mac has, and a refresh from some of their standard ones. So yeah, I definitely think that they're going to have the M3 processor, even though some are saying that it might not. But I definitely think it'll have the M3 processor, and they're going to upgrade a few of them, including the iMac and some others. So yeah. All right, guys. I told you it was a very light news day today, so not too much going on. I do apologize. I can feel my nose getting stuffy as we're going on. So yeah, it is what it is. And then again, start asking your questions in the comments section. If you have any questions you want to ask, if you want anything you're looking to buy right now, please let me know, and I will try to help you out making any buy decisions. All right. Let's see. I'm disappointed you can't customize the Apple library on the Pixel 8 Pro. The Apple library on the Pixel 8 Pro. So what do you mean by that? That when you download Apple Music, you can't customize it? Is that what you're referring to? I'm not sure. Let me know. I'm looking for new security cameras. What do you think of Eufy? What is your suggestions? I have Arlo and am not going with them again. Um, so I mean, full disclosure, I have a lot of sponsorships with Eufy, right? So they do pay me. I only pick them though because of the fact that I love their product for a very few specific reasons. First thing and foremost is I do love Eufy for the ability to have my camera stuff saved for weeks to months without paying any monthly fee. Um, the two other best security camera companies are Nest and not Blink. What's the other? What's Amazon's other one? Blink is Amazon's cheaper one, but I'm trying to think of their other one. Um, why can I not think of Amazon cameras? Um, not Blink. Echoes? No, is it Amazon? Why can I not think of it? It's not the Blink one. The Amazon has their own. They bought Blink, but I can't think of the one that Amazon owns. Um, let's see. Maybe it is Ring. Jesus Christ, couldn't think of that for a little bit. Ring cameras. So, Ring cameras and Nest require you to buy into their system if you want to view it later. I can't stand that. I really can't stand that. For me, it's just like, no, that makes no sense that I need to pay just to view my own footage. Eufy is the alternative to that that does a very good job of it. I recently did a one, so it depends on what kind of system you want to get, right? Because you can get, like a multi pack system where you have like 3 to 5 cameras all the way around, right? Let me just type that in. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this for you. So you can have like, very high end ones. I have this one on my garage. This was like the one I started with back in the day. It's the one I think my mom still has actually at her house. So there are lots of different types of security systems you can get. You can get like this kind. There's so many different ones, and they go very high. Obviously, if you want the highest end quality ones. I am testing out a current one that's a wired one from them, which I've never done before. I've always had wireless. I will talk about that in the upcoming video. I think that video comes out. I submitted to them, I think, on Friday. So if they have any notes or anything like that, it should come out by this weekend, by next weekend, or maybe Monday or Tuesday. And I have like smart locks from them too. So there's lots of different kinds of stuff you can get. But the one that it's not on the front page anymore. Let's see. The one that I've really liked is the one that I reviewed last, which is UV Security Wall Light. So I do have this one as well. But this one is, I think, my go-to one to recommend to anyone that's interested in getting a security camera. Like, if you are interested in getting a security camera, right, to start the process of it, I think this is absolutely great for that. So what this is a solar power camera that is very, very efficient. To me, it looks like it's going to be getting probably 6 months, where they rate it at 3 months. And it has a light, so it works as a light, right, for your needs. It has a camera, and it's solar powered, and it's 2K, and it's wireless. It's just like such an easy setup. And you don't need anything else to use it, right? It will still save about a month's worth of footage by itself on here. But you can also connect it to their home base. So they have the current new home base is home base 3, and that can basically take everything. I literally have one right here, and I have one in my living room. It can take everything of your storage and store it onto a hard drive. So you can buy like a 1 terabyte hard drive and literally have years worth of storage backed up. So great for that purpose. But this is the one that I have, and I did a whole video on it, so you can check out the quality. You can see it all. It's not the greatest quality in terms of, like, they do have better security cameras. They have 4K cameras. This is a 2K camera, but I think to start off with, this is going to be really good. Turn the volume up. I don't think it's any higher right now. I know some people have let me know about that before. It's a lot of how this mic is. Let me see. Turn it up a little bit more. But it's in the terms of the mic that I use as a Shure mic, it is purposely lower. Hopefully that helped out a little bit. But it's not going to be too much higher overall. I'll try to put it a little bit closer to me, so hopefully that helps. But yeah, so this is the one that I would recommend as a startup one. If you're looking for a first time security camera, this is a really good one to go with. And it goes with the house pretty nice too, I would say. Like, nicer than like a camera, right? Like, this just looks aesthetically pleasing, I would say, in more cases than not. And again, great for a 2K camera. I do also have this one. So this one, I have two of them in my front door, and it's nice. I will say, like, I don't know anymore. Like, it seems like it would be better in this case scenario, instead of having, you know, to, like, this is if you would want brighter. And when I say brighter, my wife makes me turn this down to like 30% because it is way too bright. She says, like, you're blinding our neighbors across the street with this light. So it's a lot brighter for sure. But yeah, just overall good quality, and I do like their products. So we'll say that. All right. Um, the question that we really want to know is how much the Max monitor stand. Probably another $1,000 for that Mac monitor stand, as always. I'm just oh, I'm disappointed you can't customize the app library on a Pixel 8 Pro. So the funny thing about that is that's been a common thing on Pixels for a while now. It's one of the main reasons why I don't use the Pixel interface. I immediately put on Nova Launcher, because I need my folders. I need to find my apps quicker than how Pixel does it. So every Pixel, I will say I put Nova Launcher on it because stock Android is dated. It is very dated. The fact that you can't really customize it, the fact that I can't have more rows than what they give me, is a very like annoyance thing for me. So I will say that like it's something that really should be changed on Google. Like you should be able to customize it more. So yeah. Um, Google Buds FE or Google Buds 2. Huh. I haven't taken a look at the sorry, not Google Buds, Galaxy Buds. Galaxy Buds FE or Galaxy Buds 2. I have not taken a close enough look at the FEs to really have an opinion on them yet. Like I know they were announced, but I don't know the Buds 2 Pro, Buds 2. Okay, let me just see if I can read a little bit about them. We'll go ahead and switch you guys over to here too. So is this like a no? It's not like. Let's see, 3 microphones, which I believe both have noise cancel, active noise canceling. Um, wow, very, very light on the stuff here. 5.2 in ear. Wow. Okay, not that much on there. Let's see on these ones. Um, I like the button press better. That's one thing I'll say. And I do like the wing, which on this one, yeah, it doesn't have a wing. So I would say for fit, probably the FE to be honest, right? Um, the cases are about the same. I do like the wing and the button more. I think fashionably the Buds 2 are better looking, but the button has a better functionality. Let's see. Secure fit and sound. It is still active noise canceling. Huh. I didn't see how many mics it has. Let me go on to Samsung's website. Hold on. Let's see. And again, if anyone wants any kind of um if anyone wants any kind of advice right now on any products they're looking at or thinking about buying, please let me know in the comments section. Okay. So let's look at Samsung's list right here, right? So Buds FE, Galaxy Buds 2 and Galaxy Buds FE. As we can see, like the original list price of these is a lot lower on Amazon right now. You can get them for like $75, so a lot cheaper than it was when it originally came out. Um, so in terms of battery life, they're about the same. The FE actually has a slightly bigger battery. Both are splash resistant IPX2, which 2 is very splash resistant and not very splash heavy. Um, so yeah, Bud's battery life 6 hours versus 5 hours and 9 hours versus 7.5 with noise canceling off, and the case gives you more as well. Um, so you get the spatial audio on here. Both have 3 mics, so that's probably the exact same. So in terms of the speaker, it looks like this one has a bigger bass. So that is important to note. 2 outer, 1 ear. Everything is the same on there. Yeah, so the Buds FE actually have a longer battery life, but it looks like overall the Buds 2 are gonna have better bass. So if you are looking for a better base, I think that is where it's going to be mainly with having the Buds 2. So that's my that I would recommend for you. But yeah, I mean, look how less they are now. So definitely get it from Amazon instead of Samsung's regular website right now. All right. Is there a way to connect Bluetooth to a TV that has only digital audio out? Um, so digital audio out typically it refers to a auxiliary cable or oh man, optical cable. Um, so it it doesn't actually tell me what cable you have on there. So you're trying to tell me that as of right now you don't know or you don't believe your TV has Bluetooth. Um, you can obviously add like um adapters. So, oops. All right. So you could add if it has a headphone jack on it, you could add something like this, which is a Bluetooth 5.0 aux adapter. So and I mean they have them all over the place. Nothing too big when it comes to that. But that's one thing you can do. Um, I'm not sure if they have an optical to Bluetooth. I doubt it. It just the technology is too different. So that would be one. Another thing would be to get maybe a sound bar that has Bluetooth. Or no, wait, what is it? Yeah. So you can directly connect it via HDMI or optical, and then have Bluetooth from your phone to the sound bar, so that way you can play Bluetooth through there as well. But those would be the kind of ones that I would really suggest for you. But that's kind of how I would recommend it. All right, and that has 16 hours of battery life, so it's going to be something you either recharge or you can probably permanently plug it in via USB to your TV if your TV has a USB port. This is a very low powered thing, so you should be able to charge it through there. All right. Ricky, when you reach 500,000 subscribers, what's the plan for the channel? Would you like to have a studio like MKBHG or LTT? Just wanted to know your future plans. I mean, it's so hard, right? Like, for me, having a studio like that, yes, that would be the ultimate goal. Like, if I ever, whatever, won the lottery or something like that, like came into money, essentially, if that would ever happen, I would still have a YouTube channel. If anything, I would make it the kind of quality of MKBHG and Linus Tech Tips. And I've been to Linus's studio, so I got to go to it and check it out and everything like that. After LTX, so it's an amazing studio. That building cost millions. MKBHD's office, all the equipment there probably is $1 million plus too. Not to mention the staff. But like, would I love to be more in the creative and the experience of discovering tech instead of doing the editing or like script writing or something like that? Yeah, of course. Like that would be great. When I would reach 500,000, it's it's a cool milestone, but honestly, it's all about can I make a living off of it? And that's really what more is to me than anything else. As of right now, I can't make a full time living off of YouTube living in LA with, you know, a mortgage that is north of 4,000 a month. Like it's just, it is very difficult to be able to do that. So yeah, it's really it's really more so right now. My future plans, I would love to do that. I would love to have a studio. I would love to just be YouTube full time. Like, I know I don't give you guys as many videos as I used to, and I wish I could. Like, I really wish that YouTube could be my daily full time job. I totally wish that could be it. But as of right now, I don't like my goal. My goal was like, hey, maybe by the end of next year, now that I have an agent and now that he's finding me more sponsor deals, maybe, just maybe, I could go full time by the end of 2024. That is one goal I had. Realistically, could that happen? I don't know. I don't know. I'm also, I'm good at my day-to-day job, I would say. Like I am good at, you know, I've given a different perspective than any other company has ever had when it comes to influencers. I run the influencer program at Newegg. So I, as an influencer, I give a very different perspective on it. And I, really have try to show brands like the value of influencers and kind of really made it a company that influencers like to work with. So I'm proud of that. And even if I would have another job, like I like certain aspects of my job, of course. I don't like certain aspects of my job, of course. But realistically, I love making a difference in any job I do. And I think I'm doing that right now in my day to day job. So turning down an income like that and, you know, something that is next to my passion, not my passion would be to make content and do all of this kind of stuff for you guys. That would be my passion, but I don't know if it would ever be financially responsible to walk away from a 9 to 5 job with a family, with kids, with, mortgage, with everything. It's something that I am honestly always very human about, and I will always be straight with you guys. Like I would love to do this full time. I would absolutely love to do this full time. And I jokingly say to all my influencer friends that live in different cities, like, dude, if I lived in Arizona, if I lived in Florida, if I lived in Kansas City, if I lived in Colorado, all these different places where they're from, I would have gone full time a long time ago. Like if I could, have a mortgage under $2,000, I would have gone full time. I would have. I totally would have, and I think I would be. I think like I would have grown 10 times faster than I am right now. Quite honestly, I definitely think I could grow. The 6 months when I went full time on YouTube, I gained 100,000 followers in 6 months. So yeah, I think I could like effectively get to 1 million followers if I really went full time on this in less than 3 years. I do. I really do. It's a hard gamble to go with. And because of that, I'm forced to do, anywhere between 4 to 8 videos a month instead of during that 6 months, I was making about 5 videos every week. So that was what, 20 at minimum compared to 4 to 8. Like my output was so much more, and I was able to do all the videos that I wanted to. But yeah, so that's my thought process of like, you know, getting to 500,000. If anything, I think getting to 500,000 followers, what that would allow for is bigger sponsorships. Like coming from a place where I've seen the power of how many followers you have, there are brands that will not take a look at an influencer if they don't have a certain amount of followers. So like, oh no, we don't want to work with this influencer. They only have 100,000 followers. Oh, we don't want to work with this influencer. They have 300,000 followers. They're not going to meet our minimum views. that they want per video. So a lot of these things happen in this influencer world. So yeah, I think that would be probably the biggest thing about 500,000 followers is that you can probably get bigger sponsorship deals, which lead you to going full time. That's the main thing that can happen. But yeah, that's my perspective on it. uh, when I hit 500,000, if anything, it'll be a wow factor for me. And it was that way I mean, it was something else, and I wasn't making that much money. Like, and that was when the last time I tried. I had unemployment for a certain amount of time, so I was like, you know what, for 6 months, I'm just gonna grind and do YouTube. And it got to 4 months where I was like, I have to get a part time job. Like, unemployment isn't covering it. Like, I have to, and YouTube wasn't covering it, so I had to get a part time job. I was just like, I cannot, I need to make more. And yeah, so that's a little bit of my perspective. Would I love to do it? Absolutely, absolutely. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's a fine line, and having kids, wanting to spend time with kids, wanting to be a good father, be a good husband, and have some relaxation time. Um, it it's challenging. And I'm always going to be straight with you guys when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just because, yeah, it's something that I definitely think about so many times. Like, wouldn't it be great to just go full time? Absolutely. I would love it so much more. I would be happier so much more. But yeah, that's a little bit of my background. All right. Um, let's see. Hope I had a lovely time at the concert. I did. It was really fun. I got to see. I will say, I kind of felt like I showed my age. I could not stay for Green Day, and They were probably one of the three that I wanted to see the most. Got there later than I would have wanted, so I missed on some bands. Wanted to fulfill my Google, responsibilities while I was there. Is that they paid for everything, right? So wanted to make sure I did all the Google stuff while I was there. And more photos and videos are incoming, by the way. That I uploaded one video, and I'll upload it to YouTube Shorts as well. I think I have to put the Simple Plan in there, but like, I was rocking out to Simple Plan, Heartbreaker, and yeah, it was so fun. It was really a lot of fun to see a lot of the bands. But man, my lower back was killing me, and my feet were killing me. Like, I feel like, I felt like it would have been cool if it was one stage and I was there the whole time. But how this concert worked is there was four different stages, and I like a lot of bands that were there. So I would have to walk over to another band. And you have to at these and I don't know, again, this was my first rock concert. I don't know if they're all like this, but when you're in the floor, right? You have to kind of navigate through the crowd and try to get to the front as close as possible, while trying not to be a jerk, while trying not to, unnecessarily touch anybody. There was this girl that kept, like, yeah, she was just, every time she was bouncing around, she kept like pushing up on me, and I'm like, kind of like, I don't want to get accused of anything. So it was like all these different things, but it was a lot of fun, and it was just really cool when I got to enjoy the moments. But going to the different stages was something for me. And maybe it's like I just should have stayed at one stage and, like, no, okay, I'm gonna see these three bands and that's it. Whereas I was like, oh, okay, I want to go see Offspring over here. Okay, but I want to go see Simple Plan over here. Okay, but I want to go see Blink 182 over here. Okay, but I want to go see Green Day over here. And, like, you lose, like, Simple Plan I had the best spot for. Offspring I did not have a good spot. Blink 182 I had a worse spot. So it was like going back and forth between all these different ones was chaotic. But got a lot of cool footage, got to experience a lot of cool things. Man, my back was just killing me at the end, and my feet were killing me at the end. It's something about, like, standing in place for a long time that kind of hurts more than walking. Like, I could have walked like 5 blocks, no problem, after that concert. but it was standing in one spot that kind of just gets to you. And yeah, it was annoying for sure. If I could, for like another rock concert, I would love to see, like, I might show my age at this point, but I would love to like be at a stadium or something like that and have a seat that I could just like sit down with, and then when like the song that I love comes up, get hype, get rock, all that kind of stuff. But like that would probably be my ideal concert after experiencing this one. All right. How do you like the Pixel Buds Pro? I didn't really use the Pixel Buds Pro for a long time. It was a very short amount of time, so I can't give you much perspective on them. I like the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. I like the sound cores. I'm currently using the Bose QC2s, um, and they're not in my pocket. I don't know where I put them. Maybe I put them in my chair over there. But yeah, so those are the current ones that I'm using, and then I just got in another batch, the Polys, which are kind of interesting. They're more for calls, so I'm really curious on how it'll do in my Starbucks test. So I'll have to bring that along. And it's been a while since I did the Starbucks test too, so I'm gonna have like 3 earbuds to test out the Starbucks test with. So that'll kind of be cool. But yeah, so that's my perspective on them. In terms of, I don't have much perspective on the Pixel Buds too, so I can't tell you that much for it. Um, I would probably say the brand that I would say is always a good buy is probably Soundcore. Any one of theirs are always just like a really good quality, and like I literally have, I've been sent a lot of Soundcores in my time, but like I have one at my desk, I have one by my bedside, and I have like no, those are Jabras. I have another one on my couch TV, but like I always have them around, and they're always good quality. So those are like my go-to ones that I would recommend if someone said, what are some good earbuds for a good price?" Soundcore are really good. I love Jabra because they fit in my ear the best out of anyone. They're the most comfortable. But yeah, so that's a little bit about it. Sorry, I was leaning from the mic. I was just getting a little tired and got a stuffy nose and everything. Um, all right. Hey Ricky, how are you? OnePlus Open or Pixel 8 Pro or Galaxy 23 Ultra? Thanks. That is a heck of a combination. I will say, for me, um, I really like, there is certain features about Samsung that just cannot be replicated anywhere. So I don't know, and I tried it this year. I don't know if I can ever go without a Samsung. I tried it this year. It didn't really work for me. So sorry, getting a little hot. So I will say that for me, I feel like I always have to have a Galaxy. So if it's me, I feel like I would say the S23 if I had to have one phone out of all those, S23 Ultra. Um, the Pixel is going to be taking the best photos. I said this time and time again. Most thumbnails that I shoot for this channel are taken with a Pixel, and the Pixel 8 Pro is only even better. The video quality is better. The photo editing is really something else. I'm definitely going to do some videos on that for you guys. But yeah, Pixel 8 Pro, a better camera, and then I have to say the OnePlus Open really has me intrigued. I'm going to be testing it out. I bought it myself. OnePlus did not send me one. So I will be getting it in about a little over 10 days, I think, or 31st. So next Tuesday is when I'm supposed to get it. So I'll be testing it out. Do I think it's going to be as good as everything else? No. From what I've heard, the photo qualities are still not as good as the Pixel 8 Pro or the S23 Ultra. So if you're looking for a be all and end all, I'm not sure which. I would say Samsung has the most functionality and the most abilities to do different things. Pixel has the best photo taking and photo video editing possible, and even sorry, not only photo editing but video editing too with their audio. Whew, this new audio feature is so amazing. And then finally, OnePlus might be the most versatile foldable out there. So if you're looking for a foldable, bigger screen kind of thing, it might be it. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah. How do you feel about YouTube's crazy ads lately? Would you recommend paying to get rid of them? It's almost unbearable. I I will say this. I have had Um, I have been paying for YouTube since it was available. So what happened was a long time ago there was Google Play Music, Google Play Music, and it was something like $7.99 a month, I think. And what it gave you was both that and the ability to download YouTube videos. So you got YouTube. What was it called before YouTube Premium? YouTube Red. So with Google Play Music, you essentially got Spotify and what do you call it? YouTube Red, so free ads forever. And I have never looked back. I've never looked back. And in fact, every time I click a YouTube video and I'm not in, like, say I'm at work, so I have a different Gmail account that I usually use for work, and I click a YouTube video, I'm like, nope, not going to do the ads. So I immediately paste it into my personal account just so I don't have to watch the ads, because that's how much the ads get to me. I don't like ads though. I'm a very person that I've always been willing to pay more to not have ads. Um, and that's not on everything. I understand Hulu. I understand even Netflix, kind of thing like that. But like, if I can afford it, I will pay for no ads. For me though, it's always been dead simple. Like, if you pay for Spotify, stop. Like, just stop. Get get YouTube Music and YouTube Premium for the same price or less, I think, than you're paying for Spotify, and you will never have ads again. You get to download YouTube videos offline, so you're not going through a bunch of your data if you don't have unlimited data. Also, you just never buffer because they're saved to your phone at 1080p quality. They're saved to your phone, and you never have to have an ad. Plus, you get to have all the music that pretty much Spotify does. I want to say YouTube Music has about 90% of the music that Spotify has. Spotify might have some outliers that you really want, or some exclusivity on some podcasters, possibly. But I would say most people, you would be much happier with YouTube Premium because of everything that it offers. Um, let's see. Indeed, priorities and cool creations. Full time content creator with healthy rest schedules, definitely a possibility. That would be amazing. Nice, Wrigley. Hopefully, they put you in a commercial for a Pixel video. That would be great. Like, if one of these companies would ever like get me to be higher on YouTube, that would be great for sure. YouTube Reddit nostalgia. Yeah, random concert goer shall not get in trouble with the and lantern. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Hi, Ricky. Do you think that the Samsung Fold 6 will have a bigger outscreen? I can trade in my Fold 4, my Fold 4 for OnePlus for 350, but no wireless charger. Um, I'm getting. Is your screen cracked or something? Because I got 600 offered for my Fold 4 with the OnePlus Open. So I don't know why you're only getting 350. I'm guessing your screen must be cracked, or unless they changed the promotion already. Because I got it, I think Friday or Thursday, and it was 600 that I was getting for my Fold 4. So I would hope you'd at least get that. Do I think the Fold 6 will have a different display? I do believe so. I do believe that Samsung at this point has to change their aspect ratio, or else they are going to get. They're never going to hit their sales goal of foldables that they have right now. 20 million is double of what they're effectively selling this year, which is 10 million. So yeah, they're never going to hit their goal of next year selling 20 million foldables the way they're doing things right now. Do you shop at Temu? No, I don't. I don't. There are some websites that I just, quite frankly, don't trust, and I do not shop at Temu. It just, yeah, for me, like, no, wouldn't wouldn't do it, and ah, the company that owns Temu has been caught like taking data or selling data before and all this kind of stuff, or not having protection on data. So I wouldn't. Not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying I personally wouldn't. Not that data doesn't get leaked all the time, and it can, and all this kind of stuff. But with a company's reputation like that, I wouldn't. No. All right, guys. I think we will call that a night. Sorry, I'm just getting more congested and not feeling as good. So, I will leave you guys. But have some videos coming out. The Pixel Fold pen did get recorded last week. I just have to edit it. And then also, what was the other one? Oh, talk about the Snapdragon versus different kind of processor. So that video came out for the Razer Plus, and then starting to going to be getting a lot of the Pixel 8 videos out for you guys as well. But that's everything for today, guys. Hopefully you did have a good time stopping by here. Again, sorry it's not as big of a week in terms of that. I will say that I'm just going to call it now. I'm not going to have Mobile Weekly next week, just because it's going to be a longer weekend in Vegas next week, so I'm just probably going to want to relax after that weekend. Um, so yeah, that I probably just won't do that, but that just letting you guys know. And with that being said, I will call it a night, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I always appreciate you guys. And yeah, to what was said earlier, would the dream be to go full time and have a studio of my own and all this kind of stuff? Absolutely. Absolutely. Will it ever happen? Gotta stay tuned to find out. Thank you as always so much for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like, thumbs up button before you head out. This has been RCKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.
Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. Also, follow us on social media at YouTube Tech Guy, and check out some more great tech videos on your screen or